Well, hello friends, and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Happy Vlogmas day 7. It seems like it should be more than 7, guys. But today we are doing our Saturday sew along with the pumpkin charms. You can sew on anything that you would like to. I have all of my leaf units done and all of my pumpkin bodies done. So in today's video, we're just going to be putting our leaf units. I have 2 of them, one right facing, one left facing. We're going to be putting those on our pumpkin units and getting those done. I thought I was going to be able to finish this video for you guys, or this quilt top for you guys today. That is not going to happen. As I was reading my pattern, I saw that I need to cut more fabric. It did not tell me this in my fabric cuttings. It tells me it now that I need to cut sashings. I don't know why I didn't think about that, because I knew I had to do that. But we're not going to worry about it. We are going to just go on and start sewing these together. I am going to try to make sure, like when I have this body, that I don't put this leaf unit with it, because the stem is the same as the body. But what I will do is put this leaf unit with it. And there is no rhyme or reason to any of this. I'm just going to be putting it together. I'm checking to see if I do have one seam that nests, and I am going to pin it. Now this is on the right facing stem, and it does look like I am going to have to trim when I am done. It tells me the size of my block, what it should be once I am done. So I will trim these down once I am done, because we definitely do not want different size blocks. We want them all to be the same size. And look at that, y'all. Isn't that going to be a beautiful pumpkin? Now, on the nesting seam is different on the left facing than the right facing. So it's just according to which one you're doing as to which one you're going to be nesting. So what I do is I nest that seam, and then the rest just works itself out. I hope you guys are having a fabulous weekend. You will be seeing this on Saturday. And for our sew along, man, it's just, y'all, Christmas is coming up before you know it. My daughter was talking about my grandson's birthday party, and I was just like, what? Yeah. It's already time for it. It's already here. Okay, y'all, when I picked this up, I thought about that. I want to show y'all that. I don't know if you can see that. My Martelli roundabout has a pink pad on the pressing mat. It bled. Because I best press spray my pieces when I press, and it bled onto my fabrics. So I'm very upset about that. I don't know if it said somewhere not to spray or whatever, but what I am going to do is, after my quilt is completed, I'm just going to throw it in the wash with some color catchers and hope for the best. But you know what? If it don't come out, that's going to be okay too, because this is going to be my grandbaby quilt. It's one of my grandbabies. Probably going to be my grandson's because my granddaughter, I already have one for her. I just need to bind it. Yes, hers is the Kitty Christmas, and I got it finished sewing, but I haven't found the fabric yet that I want to use to bind it. But I'm sure I will find it before the end of the year. I will finish it before the end of the year. I hope to finish it before Christmas. But if it don't happen, it's still okay. And Sharon, if I had thought about it, I would have put my t-shirt on tonight, girl. Because it's after 11 p.m. and I am sewing. I didn't want to bring you guys along for all of the little piecing things here, the leaf units, because we've already had one of that. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to get these done. Those took forever to get done. For some reason, I ended up having to cut more fabric. You know, just a small amount. So, but now I have to cut sashings, and I didn't want to take everything down off my table. So I'll be cutting tomorrow. So I'll go ahead and cut my sashings, and hopefully if I can get all my sashings done and ready, that I can hopefully get the quilt top completed. Because, you know, it's Christmas time. I want to get to Christmas projects. Not that I don't have Christmas projects going all year round, which is perfectly fine. But I want to do a lot more. I probably will hold off on another sew along until after the new year. Not that I won't be sewing on Saturdays, because very likely I probably will. I want everyone to have time to join along. And we are doing, Tammy at the Siberian Wind, she and I are doing a sew along on Thursday nights. We are doing Land That I Love. And I think I had said the other day I would put the link of that book in the description, and I probably did not. I'm going to try to remember to do that, guys. I'm awful at remembering things like that. But if y'all ever want the link to the book, I can put you a link in for the book. If I forget to do it again, you may just have to remind me. But it's Celebrate with Quilts. If you're interested in it, it's the Celebrate with Quilts book. And Land That I Love, I believe the pattern's on page 121. So we are working on that. We have started our second month of it. We started at the very beginning of November. And we will be sewing on it throughout the month of July of 2025. So if you would like to join us and you don't want to do it until the first of the year, perfectly fine. Feel free. That is perfectly fine with us. Now, Timmy is doing hers on a schedule. Like the first month was the working on the blue part of the American flag. And this month she's working on the red and white part. They are blocks that she's going to work on in December. I'm just working mine step by step until I get that step done. And then I'll move on once I get that step done. Because if I break away from the step I'm on, it's very likely I won't get back to it. And I don't want to be doing that because it is a beautiful flag. And I want to get it done. Now in January, I think is when we will be hitting the, it's kind of like a sampler quilt, but we'll be hitting the sampler blocks that are the individual blocks. I'll probably still be on my red and white at that time because it, you know, I can catch up. Because I like I said, I want to get one step at a time done. Because I forget things so easy. And I don't want to forget that. But what we're doing tonight is making 25 pumpkin blocks. And that's it. That's all we're doing tonight. Is making these pumpkin blocks. I'm nesting the seams and pinning them together, and that's all I'm doing. So what do y'all have planned for your Saturday? I mean, because if you're watching this when it releases, you're going to be watching it around 9 a.m. Central Time. I do have grandbaby duty today while his mama has things to do. She's preparing for his birthday party, and she has to work. And what else did she say she had to do? She has to work, then she has a baby shower, and then she has an office party. One of the doctors that she works for is having a party for all his, you know, all their staff, which is nice. I think he's a good doctor because he really appreciates his workers that he has, and he does that for them. He is all the time, they bringing food in for the workers. You know, they get them lunch. They should, because they don't get paid anything. Well, they get paid, but it's not enough for what they have to do. Because I tell you, no sirree. Some of these people that, oh, I can't do that one. It's the same fabric, just different colors. Some of these people they have to deal with. First off, people are sick, so they don't feel good. So they're 9 times out of 10 not going to be nice. They're not going to cover their mouth when they come in there, and they coughing and sneezing all over everything, everybody. And I think that's why I stay so sick. It's because of her. But I tell you what, my grandson, he should have a good immunity before too long. You know, when he gets, he's almost a year old, so he should get good immunity. Yeah, and I saw him tonight. It was the sweetest thing. He did 2 things that he's never done tonight. He said, Papa. I think he was calling my daddy Papa, because my daddy is Papa. My husband is Pappy, because I'm Grammy. So he's Pappy. But I think I'm going to end up being Gigi, because my granddaughter calls me Gigi. But, and he blew kisses tonight. And he's never done that. It was so sweet. But he's a rough little son. When I say it's so sweet, of course he is precious. But he is so hard-headed. Oh my goodness, he is so hard-headed. He is so curious that when you tell him no, that don't faze him at all. And he just laughed and laughed and laughed, and he did his little scrunchy nose thing. He is just so funny. I can't wait till his birthday party because my granddaughter is going to be there, and my son, they're going to leave her with me that night. So we're going to have fun. I'm trying to talk my daughter into, if she don't have anything going on that night or that evening, that we just go to the zoo that evening. But she was telling me it's going to be late by the time we leave the birthday party, that we wouldn't be able to do it. It'd be dark by the time we got to the zoo, and the zoo closes at like 5. So then I told her, I said, well, let's go the next day. You know, I'm going to have her. Let's go the next day. But I don't know. She probably won't want to do that because it is getting cooler, and which I like it. I'm fine with the cool weather. And you know, we can always bundle them babies up in their strollers, and hey, it's not like I don't have quilts for them. You know, I got plenty of quilts for them. I mean, we can bundle them up like little papooses and take them to the zoo, and because I would like to take them to the zoo, you know, minus the big crowd that they had the day we were there. Because the day we were there, the day that I ended up buying a season pass, it was called Boo at the Zoo. Oh, I won't never do that again. That was crazy ridiculous. It was so many people there, and it was so hot. But, and the grandbabies, man, they love the gibbons. Those monkeys that make screaming sounds. They loved that. They thought it was hilarious. And they saw a porcupine, and they liked the porcupine and the zebras and the chickens. Of all things, they had chickens. But I don't know. I really would like to carry them back to the zoo when, you know, when it's not a heavy, high traffic day. But, you know, that's up to her. She doesn't want to do it. But I can take my granddaughter on my own if I have to. And she and I can go spend the day at the zoo. You know, because we like to spend the day together. Y'all, I just about have all of these done. How about that? So we're going to have a very short video today. But you know what? Like I was telling you, today, my day is kind of packed. I say today because it is almost Saturday. But I will be getting my grandson about a little after lunchtime. Probably around 1 or 2. And I'm going to take him to get him some walking shoes. because he is walking and he won't wear any shoe. Well, first off, he's got a thick, chunk, fat little foot. And it's hard to find shoes that will fit that fat, chunk little foot. And so I'm going to take him tomorrow. I have something. I've got to get some things for some projects that I want to do next week for you guys. So I have to pick up a few items. I've got to make my list, which I was planning on doing that this evening when I got home. My husband and I went and had a bite to eat real quick because I told him, I said, I got to get out of the house or I'll just keep working. And I need to take a moment, you know. I mean, I had even put the turkey that we had for Thanksgiving, y'all. This is crazy. Something must be up with my refrigerator. I had taken it out the Sunday before Thanksgiving. My brother-in-law came and got it Thanksgiving Day. He could not smoke it because it was still frozen. So I brought it home. I put it back in the fridge. And I'm like, well, you know, I'll cook it later. I've been waiting on that turkey to thaw out, and it finally thawed out all the way like 2 days ago. It is Friday, like a week. It was almost 2 weeks for that thing to thaw out. And it's only 7 pounds, and it's only a turkey breast. I don't know. That thing. So my fridge in the area I had it must be like really, really cold. But anyway, I put that in the oven today. I mainly cooked it because I want the bones off of it to make me some broth. But so what I'll be doing is taking that turkey, and it's actually still sitting on my stove because I have to let it cool off so I can slice it. Because I'm going to slice it into, you know, like sandwich slices. Even though we don't eat the bread, we'll have some sliced turkey, you know, and I may cube some cheese up for it. And what we'll do is kind of do like a turkey roll up. But yeah, I'll have to do that. You know, so I had already cooked. I had something cooked, but I'm like, if I stay at home, I'm not going to eat. I'm going to either be working on videos or cleaning my kitchen. One of the two. So, and I know that. So I know I have to get away from the house when I go to eat. Because I honestly just did not have time to clean house today. It has been nonstop. Because I ran into the office today because I have an exception on my payroll. And that exception is causing me stress. So that means I'm actually going to run back up to the office today and check and see if what I did yesterday cleared that exception. Because I think this is what I have to do. Because with it being the holiday, I had a guy that was out. And when you're out on leave like he is, I think I have to change his payroll stuff. Because us working 10-hour days, I think with the FMLA, we have to change it to where he's working 5/8. So I don't know. I don't know if that's what it took, but that's what I did. And if that if that cleared the exception, and because I did a schedule exception and changed his schedule back to 5/8. If that works. Oh, my kitty cat wanted to. I don't think he was wanting in. I think he was wanting to go to bed. And I think he was bothering my husband. I see you, baby. I see. I got a sleepy kitty cat, y'all. It's 11:30 right now at night. And yeah, he wants in bed. And I guess that's perfect timing because here I am just sewing my last one. But I'll keep talking with you guys while I'm doing this, so you can keep sewing. I will be pressing in just a second anyway, and then I'll have to trim up. But I want to show you what our little pumpkin blocks is going to look like. And I know this may be the last video for this sew along, because I may finish this up this weekend. I may not. I got so much to do, so I may not. I don't know. I've got to double it up this weekend and next week, because next weekend I am not going to be available to do any recordings for you guys. And you know, it's Vlogmas, so you are going to get a video every single day. Unless I'm in the hospital or something's seriously wrong, or I don't know, you'll get a video. You almost did not get one on Friday, but I got it out. We had a little emergency with my dad's hot water heater. It was making a noise, and it kind of scared my dad. So he called us to see if my husband could come check it out, see what was going on. And my dad is on... he's on the water system, and he didn't used to be, so he doesn't understand how the water system's water, works. How it could actually ruin your hot water heater. We've been lucky with ours. We have the same hot water heater that came in our house however many years ago it was. Let's see, when did we get this? 2006, I think. Yeah, 2006. So, what is that, 18 years ago? So, I guess that's not bad, because my dad's hot water heater, my husband told me, he's like, I put that hot water heater in your dad's house. He was like, right after we started dating, I put that in your dad's house. Because that would have been right after my dad had a heart attack. And I was like, I didn't realize that. I didn't know that. Because this is what they look like. That one there has got both. Well, I don't know if that one. I'm going to. If you are doing this pattern, you will definitely want darker pumpkin fabrics than I have. I think my pumpkin fabrics is too light. But, they'll work. They'll be cute. My grandbabies are going to love it because it has farm animals on it. So this, even though this was supposed to be a fall quilt, it is probably going to stay out because my grandbabies are going to love this. And have y'all been watching all of the Vlogmas videos? Okay, now, I'm going to say today as in Friday, the 6th. I noticed one of my, that I normally watch, Kiara Osborne. She does fabulous work, but she had one for the 5th. And it was just showing some of her sublimation stuff that she's done. So beautiful, guys. Y'all should check her out. Her thing is Kiara Osborne. So if you like just seeing, she doesn't really, y'all, I'm sorry. I got threads all over me. She doesn't sew a lot on her channel, but she does show you what she's working on. And she's working on some beautiful stuff. Now, me, I show you everything. What I'm working on, what I've started and not working on anymore. My shopping hauls. I've been watching hers. I've been catching So Blessed by Jess. Who else is doing Vlogmas this year? There's so many that I was watching. I can't remember who all I was watching. Shannon with Moody Girl Creates. I don't know if she's doing Vlogmas or not. Trying to think who all is doing Vlogmas. Those are just a few that pops up on my For You. Normally, when I head to bed at night, I just cut that on and I let it play because I will watch, I'll watch it off and on, and I like to catch some people's. But y'all, So Blessed by Jess, she is doing like a quilt block a day. Somebody else was doing that. I can't remember who was doing it though. I'll have to go look at my subscriptions. Now, I'm watching some homesteader people that also are doing the Vlogmas. Modern Homestead Alaska, I know she's doing Vlogmas. Becky with Acre Homestead, she's not doing Vlogmas, but I did see where she did a post that she's had pneumonia. So, that's hard to do this time of year. But, trying to think who else. Nobody else on the homestead side that I watch. I don't know if Cosmopolitan Cornbread, if she's doing hers, if she's doing Vlogmas, but they're homesteaders. Jessica with Modern Homestead Alaska, Becky with Acre Homestead, and I can't think of Cosmopolitan Cornbread. I can't think of her name because I haven't been watching her channel very long. But I think I saw her thing that said vlog. I don't know. It might not have. But I catch her videos whenever they come on. Of course, because I have the notifications on for her videos and all the others I've mentioned. I have notifications come on for them. I saw Becca was live tonight, but I couldn't cut her on because if I cut her on, I wouldn't have got anything sewn because I want to chit-chat too much. Now, see, y'all, this here is a very light fabric there, so you can't even really tell that's a pumpkin. So, yeah, if you go to do this, make sure to do darker fabrics for your pumpkin bases. I just loved the fabric. And I'm like, well, I want to make something with that fabric. And then I saw this pattern. And I'm like, I really like that pattern. And I needed a fall. I could see using like a Corey Yoder fabric with this pattern. Because I love her colors. But using mostly like the tans. I think the tans and oranges. You know, hers would, I think, be reds. Tans and reds would look really good. You know, and this one is really cute. Look at those tractors on that. See, my grandson gonna love that. But my granddaughter, she's already got her little quilt. I mean, they both the little yellow and white and black little quilts I did, crib size quilt. They both love it. They've both already taken a nap with it. My grandson, he uses it as a pillow. He'll roll it up. He'll literally get on the floor, and the last time he was here and napped with it, he rolled it up around him like a pillow, and then he flopped out and laid his head on it. He likes to have a pillow to lay his head on. But I guess my daughter and them started that when he was a little baby. He had a little pillow to lay his head on. And he likes to have a pillow to lay his head on. But what this is 25 of the pumpkins. And guys, let's see. We're about at least 30 minutes in right now. 40 minutes in. Probably 30 after I edit. I think now's as good a time as any that if you're still here, let's do a keyword. I told y'all this is my month of giveaways, and I am going to be doing giveaways. And this drawing for this one, I will do a random picker. Will be done on the 15th. I believe is Sunday, and it will be included in my update videos on that following Monday. So let's see. We want it to be something about Christmas, of course, and we don't want to give it away too much. We want people to watch the video so everybody has a fair chance of winning. Oh, let's see. Look at our little leaf units there and our little tractors. So let's use farm since it is, I think this is called Willow's Farm. Let's say farm, like farm animals, farmhouse. Use the word farm in your keyword, as your keyword. Put it in a sentence. Don't just say farm. And I will reiterate, if you have won once, if you won on Tammy's Live, that does not mean you cannot win on my page too. Even if you've won on my page, you can win multiple times. So keep watching and keep listening for those keywords. And like I said, you will have until Saturday the 14th at midnight to leave your comment. I will do the drawing I will do the drawing actually on the 15th, but it will be recorded as the updates on the 16th. So that's it's over a week away. But I want everyone to have a chance to be able to watch the video. And I will continue to give keywords from now until then. Now, I'm not going to stop then. I will continue until I have all of my giveaways done. Right now, I have 16 packages. And I have 6 winners from Tammy's Live. And I will have another one. So we're about halfway through the packages that I have ready right now. I will be going through my subscription boxes, my stash. It's no telling what you could get. No telling. Because I am planning on decreasing some of my stash, some of my projects that I had purchased. You know, just to kind of decrease what I have going on in here because I am overflowing. And I would have to stop every one of my subscription boxes and work a project out of the subscription boxes probably one every week to, because y'all know, like Open Gates Quilt, they have a small and a large project normally. And Creative Notions, they have a project and then some quilt blocks every month. Did I say every week on Open Gate Quilt? Oh no, I said I'd have to do a project every week. So, you know, I have a lot to do. I really do. Now, I will continue to do sew-alongs next month as well. If I still have this one going, I may bring it along another Saturday, but right now I'm hoping I get it finished this weekend, but I do have a lot to do this weekend, so I may not get it done. So here I have my 25 pumpkin blocks completed. So now all I have to do is trim them up to the size they're supposed to be, and I will cut down the sashing. So I probably will come back another one more video with this. And once again, this is by the Pattern Basket, Margot Languedoc Designs. It's called Pumpkin Charms. Let me see there. Isn't that a beautiful quilt? A beautiful fall quilt. Or, now it's not very big, I don't believe. Let me look and see. 36 by 38 and a half. Like if you have a teacher that you would like to do a cute little quilt for, do these like apples. I mean, you could do those looking like apples with a brown stem and a green leaf and different shades of reds. Or Granny Smith green apples. Who knows? Whatever you decide to do. This pattern is very versatile as far as to what colors you use with it. So guys, don't forget your keyword. Give me a thumbs up if you have not yet. Feel free to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day and a very Merry Christmas. Goodbye.